Hello guys, scoundrels, how you doing? This is a big day. Abyssal Crawler is finally nerfed. And not only that, we have a brand new legendary unit in the form of the Scryer. Let's go and have a look at them. Where are they now? It's going to be under Feathered, right? So, all races, we want Feathered. Confirm. So, it's going to be the Scryer here, who is very much a very interesting unit. I'm very much looking forward to playing the Scryer. I think the Scryer can be played in multiple different ways. I think that you could potentially use it in a god composition. You could potentially just use it in a straight up feathered composition. I think you can add it as a random shaman to a mage composition, especially if you're running with the Storm Shaman. I think it's a really cool unit, and I'm going to try and play a feathered composition with Scryer today, because I think that that could be a good way of making use of that legendary unit. However, of course, it is harder to find legendaries now. We have seen a big change in the way that legendaries are being given out. For instance, it's now a 1% chance instead of a 2% chance at level 8, and a 3% chance instead of a 4% chance at level 9. So there is a big drop in what you can find. However, there is a unique mechanic that I want to talk about that has been introduced. We have talked about it before, but it has kind of reared its head again in this patch, but they've kind of extended it. The mechanic that I want to talk about is the fact that after round 5, the last 2 shops, so the last 2 shops that you end the round on, those units will not appear in your shop on the next round. So you'll always have 2 rounds worth of blacklisted units that you don't want not appearing in the next shop, which is very useful if you want to ensure that you're finding the units for your composition early on. And I want to talk about how we're going to exploit that. Because some early rolling can be used to potentially give yourself the best chance of blacklisting units that you don't want. So we're going to talk about that when we get to round 5. For the most part right now, I'm doing what I do normally, just looking to collect pairs where I can. Oh, I think I'll take... This is interesting, actually. What I think I'm going to take is this and this, but I'm actually thinking about selling this and buying 2 taboo witches, because of course we're thinking about going into a feathered build here. And then I'm going to put him off and put him on, because obviously just having a soul breaker is always a good thing. I did pick up a couple of skins for my units. I had some random gacha rolls that I hadn't used yet, so I thought it was about time. I should actually lose this one because he's got 2-star soul breaker, so I envision that I'm going to end up losing this one. Unless I can get a... Oh no, that was really bad. He actually targeted my soul breaker before he was able to target himself. So we lost that one pretty quickly. But that's perfectly okay. I could play a mage build with the Scryer as well. Just add a Storm Shaman in, for instance. This is not... What I'm going to do here is I'm going to level up. A little bit laggy because I guess we're playing on a server that's quite far away from Europe. If I have a look at the majority of the players, they are South Korean, Japanese... I'm guessing some Southeast Asian countries there as well. So, yeah, I think we're playing on a server that's quite far away from Europe, so I'm definitely struggling right now in terms of lag, but we'll give it our best shot. Okay, so I'm hoping, because we actually managed to cast my ability here, that we're going to get through this round, and I think we will, so that's good. I always like to level up on curve, because obviously, if I've got a 2-star Skybreaker, I'm never going to be loose streaking. I'm probably, for the most part, going to be middling. That's really nice here. Oh, picking up a Warpwood Sage this early on is pretty solid as well. Actually, is he maybe more solid than... No, I think he's better for the time being. If I win, I'll pick up our Gali Knight. We're kind of split between mages and feathered right now. But depending on what we get, like there's some goblins here. Wondering if people are going to be avoiding assassins. This guy's gone for Abyssal Crawler, but obviously Abyssal Crawler has changed massively now. However, works with Frantic Mask because it's now a passive. So kind of excited to see the new Abyssal Crawler in action, and I will be doing some videos on the new Abyssal Crawler, seeing what we can do with it over the next few days. But for the time being, I'm just going to kind of go. This is my first game on the new patch. I'm looking to try and play the Scryer more than anything because it's the new unit. I'm going to buy the Gali Knight. Gali Knight is probably better than a 1-star Ogre Mage. That's why I'm doing it. Oh, actually, there we go. 2-star Ogre Mage and a Doom Arbiter. What are we doing here? Are we just going to sell this and this? Are we just not going mages? I mean, mages, I obviously can play mages. It's something that's... but a Doom this early on. Doom is just probably better than a random... Doom is just better than this guy. Let's go down to 0 gold and just add Doom in. Yeah, this guy's only got 3 units. So that's good. We've got Doom. That's pretty solid. I don't think I want to pick up anything else. There was potential for me to pick up, maybe sell this and pick up a Wind Ranger. I didn't do it in time. That's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to probably sell the Soul Breaker if I win, which I envision I will, and then I'm going to pick up the Source. Because I want to keep the option for going mages open. Because we can go 6 mages with a Storm Shaman plus a Scryer, which would be a very, very solid build. I think we're actually in a really good position. I think very few builds are going to be as... I think seeing a lot of Knight... Well, this is 1 Knight build here. There's Goblin, there's Assassin. 2 Assassin builds, which would mean that Feathered would be pretty good. But no one's really going mages, so I'm going to pick up the mages for the time being. So next round I'm going to level up to level 6 on curve. Like this. And I'm also going to pick up another one of these guys. And I'm going to add in the Source just to get the magic damage coming through. However, the fact is, if I win, I'm going to pick up 2 Bewitcher. I don't want to pick up these 2 right now because I want to maintain the 10 gold, but... and I also really want to keep Doom on the field because he's just a really good individual unit. I might actually put him a little bit away from these guys. Like that. I'm going to pick up to Bewitcher if I win. Yeah, there's a very good chance that I could just go straight into Feathered then. I don't know, it really depends. I basically have a lot of options at this point. No one else seemingly going mages, so I've obviously got mages wide open right now. We're on a really good win streak, so we're going to be playing pretty aggressively with our rolling and our economy. Another Taboo Witcher. That's a Tortola Elder. I think this is probably now committing to mages as the option, so I'm going to sell off these guys. How many Magicka Crystals did I get from the early rounds? I got very little, but I did get some Magicka Staffs, which is always good. So I just need some Magicka Crystals to make this build really good. The Tortola Elder is like a defining piece. Like, this is a piece that defines a composition. That's why I've picked him up. So we're going to go 6 mages, and then we're going to go with the Scryer plus a Storm Shaman. So we're going to play Mages Shaman with the new Scryer build, which I think is going to be pretty good. Wooden Club, okay. Not what I was particularly after, but that's okay. And again, another Magicka Staff, but no... Another Magicka Staff, but no... I'm actually just going to give these to him and then put him on the field. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... This. At this point, I've got to take someone off. I might just take off him momentarily. No, actually, I think let's take off him momentarily. We want to go to level 7, obviously, in 2 rounds' time, so... I put a staff on him to allow him to cast his ability more quickly. Because the more basic attacks he gets in, the more he's going to regenerate. More mana he's going to regenerate anyway. Okay, we did it. A little bit sketchy. I still don't feel super confident with the build that I've got right now. Another Thunder Spirit is fantastic. Maybe actually putting him on over the Taboo... I think Taboo Witcher is actually not a particularly fantastic unit, so I'll sell him. So we're obviously going to go to level 7 in the next round. Oh yes, so I was going to talk about the blacklisting. So I will not see any of these units for the next 2 rounds, which means that I can eliminate these guys from the next 2 shops that I find immediately. Obviously, if I roll, that resets the blacklist, but I will not find these on the next shop. I really, really, really don't want to lose this one right as I'm about to... I'm going to lose this one, aren't I? Yeah, I am. This guy was the guy in first position. However, we are at... This might change my strategy a little bit. If I had a win streak going, I probably would have continued my leveling. But looks like I'm gonna have to play it a bit safer now that I'm kind of playing an economy game now. So I shouldn't see any of these units on the next things, and I didn't, right? So I don't want any of these units. I'm not gonna level up to level 7 here. I don't want any of those units. I shouldn't see any of those units, and I shouldn't see any of the units on the previous shop on the next round. So I'm blacklisting all of these units, and I'm blacklisting all of the units previously. What you can do to manipulate this is obviously you can roll, and the shop, I believe the mechanic works like this. The shop that you end the round on is the shop that the units get blacklisted. So you can roll, and if you want to blacklist specific units, you can roll. And if you're not finding any units that you want from those rolls, just end your shop on a round where you don't pick any units or from the shop, and then eventually those units will get blacklisted. Didn't explain that very well. Let me start again. End the round after rolling on a shop where you don't pick up any units, and those units will get blacklisted for the next round. That's what I meant. There we go. Got it in the end. So I don't want any of these units either, so I'm just going to pump some experience in here, and I'm happy to take a couple of L's for the time being, because we're about to go into the neutral round, and I have 82 HP, so I'm really happy to take a couple of L's. I have 52 gold and 82 HP. Really couldn't get much worse, much better than this. So this is going to be, I'm going to be in a rough position until I basically get, a 2-star Tortola Elder and a 2-star Thunder Spirit, I think. Don't think this will do the job. Again, 3 mages is just not good enough right now, unfortunately. And he got... I feel like they've upgraded some of the graphical effects. I don't know if you guys have been noticing it, but it does feel like some of the graphics have been slightly better. So we do want that guy. But I'm going to just put the Thunder Spirits in for the time being. Feel like we should be good enough to win this round, personally. I do feel like we should be good enough to win this round with 7 units in the field. We're going to do a little bit of rolling on the next round. These units will get blacklisted, of course, so Shadowcrawler, Unicorn, and the previous 5 units will also be blacklisted. So any unit that you don't pick up, you will not see it for the next 2 rounds, and you can kind of roll to manipulate the ones that you want that to happen to. Especially if you find a shop with lots of 2 costs that you don't want, for instance, it just makes the likelihood of you finding a 2 cost that you do want more important, for instance. Another Magicka Staff. I'm getting about 1,000 Magicka Staffs. And I'm not really getting any Magicka Crystals, so this is going to be very source reliant. This is going to be a very source reliant game, unfortunately. Okay, there's a source. Right, now we're going to do a bit of rolling. Don't really want a Skybreaker. I'll take one of those. Do I want a Doom? Don't think so. Shining Dragon. Alright, so not the most successful set of rolling in the world, but we kind of had to do something, I guess. We've just got loads and loads of Magicka Staffs, but very few Magicka Crystals, which is actually really bad, if I'm honest with you. And also these assassins are actually battering me. So we need 2 more mages in the field. This is one of them. The other mage that I can look for is obviously going to be something like a Flaming Wizard. So that will be my aim. Or I can just play Dragon Mages, I guess. Alright. We're going to try and level up a little bit here. Anyone else going mages? This guy's going mages. Okay. I might move my Tortola Elder up one, but I just don't have any magic crystals. That's my problem. Got loads of good offensive items, but very few good defensive items. I need to get basically a really good source to make this comp work, because it's gonna. I mean, all of my units are going to be relying on the source more than anything to get their damage off. Okay, right. I think we get to level 8 and we have to do a little bit of a roll down and then try and build back up. So I might roll down to 30 or so. Shouldn't get any of these units offered again. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, so that's good. Let's roll and try and find some units that we want. Winter Karup Terran will do for the time being. The reason being is I'm going to now put on all of the mages. Okay. That'll do. He'll also do. That'll also do. Sure. Sure. No! Oh, I hate it when it does that. You think you've got enough time and you don't. Need to get a source too. Need to get a Tortola Elder too, of course. And a Thunder Spirit too. Or 47 HP. I kind of want to get into a strong position, but again, like I said, no magic crystals really sort of hurts this composition in a way. Right, Thunder Spirit 2, that'll do. There's a Dragon Knight. That's actually really positive because I could just put him on now. Oh, there's Flaming Wizard. The Scryer. Oh, we found one. We found a Scryer. Okay. I might put that on over one of these units in just a moment. And I think maybe just getting a double Magicka staff for the Scryer might be a good idea. He's got a 2-star. He's actually got a 2-star as well. I actually don't need a Flaming Wizard at this point in time. I'm kind of playing a build that's not got Flaming Wizard in it. I obviously want to manipulate my units so that the... So for instance, her off, her on. Him off, her on. So it's on Tortola Elder. That's good, that's good. That's good, that's good. 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 Okay, so... we have an almost 3-star Ogre Mage. We have an almost 3-star, this guy. I have no idea what that just did there, but we did something. Resistance Cloak, wow. Yet again, very few. No Magicka Crystals, always good. Okay, so that's nice. We now have a 3-star Ogre Mage. Let's give him that. I'm going to give her that. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm actually going to take both of those. This actually just means they are... I'm going to deal a little bit more damage and get a bit... The more damage you deal, a bit more mana you deal, basically. I have no idea what she just did, but she summoned something. Didn't seem hugely powerful. I'm going to be honest with you. But we still got through the round pretty nicely. So we're obviously looking for a 2-star source and a 2-star Tortola Elder at this point. We haven't had very good itemization for this game, but we have got a damage increase coming from my Magicka staffs. At level 9, I would like to add... Oh, this is brilliant. I'm just going to immediately do that to my Tortola Elder. Really good that we got the Tortola Elder to level 2 there. He's pretty important. We just need to get the Source to 2, and we just need to get a Storm Shaman in at level 9 for the Shaman bonus, which will be really awesome. Kind of cool to have the Scryer. Basically, her ability is really, really weird. She essentially has an ability that is cast based on the most activated synergy of the opponent, and this was the Assassin synergy, of course. I think I might end up... Am I going to end up doing okay here? We'll see what happens. Yeah, we won. Okay, nice. We beat the Assassin player. Assassins are obviously pretty good versus me, so got to be a little bit careful. All right, we're gonna keep chilling. Again, we want a Storm Shaman at the next level. The next time we get someone on the field, it would be nice to have a Storm Shaman, because that will give me the Shaman bonus. So let's have a look at her abilities. So if cast an ability based on the highest activated tier, the passive is regenerates 10 mana per second, so she generates a lot of her mana by herself. When the first enemy's mana is full, silence it for 3 seconds. Mage, Shaman, Divinity, Electromagnetic Pulse. So what about Assassin? Sonic attack. So she should do a Sonic attack versus the Assassins here, which you can see she just did there. Basically, her abilities very much vary depending on the types of units that she's facing up against. I think I'm going to end up do this one as well, just about. I think getting a 2-star Dragon Knight is obviously going to be a big upgrade for me as well. Oh, a Pirate Captain. Always nice to consider a Pirate Captain later into the game. I will put him on if I don't have a Storm Shaman at level 9. Right, I'm going to quickly get a drink. Still haven't found a source too. Well, we battered the first place guy, which is always good. I'm interested to see what she's like at level 2. If I can get her to level 2, that'd be really, really cool. Storm Shaman, that's awesome. I'm actually going to sell him to get back above 50 gold, because we're going to want to go to level 9 and add Storm Shaman for the Shaman bonus. Remember, she actually silences the unit that gets the mana first on the opponent lineup. So if someone's got like a Storm Shaman, for instance, like this guy has, she will silence that unit for 3 seconds, and that allows my Storm Shaman to respond potentially, especially if I find some magic crystals. That'd be really nice. I wonder what she does in the neutral round. Does she just do like a single target burst? No, she summons these little dudes. That actually really helps mages versus a neutral round, just so you know. I love it. I've got the RNG essentially looking to do that. Mysterial Staff, that's basically what I wanted. Scythe of Vise for my... No, not for her, for him. Phew, we finally get some mana restoration on hit. Let's give that to him as well and just kind of put him in the middle. Right, so we're going to go to level 9, aren't we? Let's go to level 9 now. Only takes us down to 40. And get a Storm Shaman on the field. Get him up at the front. He probably won't survive there, but it's always good to... Like, I'm going to get an immediate... That's a good Storm Shaman burst there. I think I might end up losing this one, though. I am going to end up losing this one. Oof, that was a big hit. Right, I think I need to start rolling to find the bits that I need. This guy, what's he playing? He's playing Night Glacier? Okay. That's nice. That's really nice. Also that. Okay, Dragon Knight and Storm Shaman. That was a really successful roll down. Still don't have a Source 2, by the way. Which I find really funny. Who, I need to readjust my positioning, right? Yeah, because my, So we won that one pretty convincingly. How are we doing versus this guy? Crushed him. Nice. So I need to reposition my stuff for the Ogre Mage, basically. So I would like, primarily, this is going to be really tough. I actually want my Storm Shaman to be the one more likely to get the refresh. I really want my Storm Shaman to be the one that's most likely to get the refresh, and then I want the second most likely to be my Totalora. Although I have to be very considerate of the fact that their Storm Shaman ultimates are going to target someone. Damn, this is actually really, really awkward. I might put him over here. There is a reason I'm doing that. And that is because he is quite likely to be targeted by the enemy. It's actually much more important for my enemy Storm Shaman to not target my entire... Oh, please, please, please get your ability off. He didn't get his ability off. That's really bad. And this guy's got a 3-star Counter hide armor. This guy had a 3-star thing and he didn't get his silence off. I really want a 2-star Source. Okay, that's a God of Thunder. I'm not sure who I'd end up replacing for the God of Thunder. I don't really have a lot of mana generation. That's my only problem. So putting God of Thunder in here, I could put it in over the Scryer, but I'm kind of doing this entire video about the Scryer. I can't get rid of my Dragon bonus, of course. Maybe this is just something for level 10. Maybe this is a level 10 edition, which I can go to in a few moments. Okay, this guy has split up his comp really nicely. He's done that very smartly, that's for sure. Done a lot of damage to him, though. That's a lot of damage as well. However, he's still going to beat me because he's got a 3-star Lightblade Knight and a 3-star Hell Knight. Life Crystal, okay. Finally, a 3-star Source. Sorry, 2-star Source. One more round and I'm just going to go to level 10 and throw in the God of Thunder. Not really sure what else there is to do in this scenario. I don't have any Magicka crystals for my, like literally 0 Magicka crystals. No, I want to put him on. Sorry, him on last. He's going over there to try and bait a Storm Shaman ultimate. This guy's got a 2-star Storm Shaman as well, so. So far I haven't been like insanely impressed with the Scryer. That's really nice though. Wraith Shard's really good as well. So I think this is probably the go-to play. And then I'm going to level up. I'm going to level up now. And then I'm going to put God of Thunder on. But I'm going to make sure that... I could give that to Dragon Knight. Maybe I should just give that to Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight benefits from attack speed really nicely. This is a bit of a shame for me because this is like one of the guys that I'm going to struggle to beat. Although I did get a really nice God of Thunder ultimate off, which was awesome. How am I doing versus M-Dogs? Beat him. Any magic crystals? Nope. That's all going on my dude. Hopefully that went on. Good. That's going on him. Do you know what? It's really important that I actually get something good on my first Oh, this is so tough because I want this to not apply to him, of course. I'd like it to apply to someone useful. Maybe I can get her over in the corner and give her the chance of getting it. I'm against this guy again. However, we're still winning. Oh, we're winning a lot. Really, really big win. Or at least it should be a win. I hope so. No, it's not going to be a win. Might be a win. It is a win. Oof. Look at that. Don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to keep... Maybe a roll for certain things. Dark Spirit would be a huge addition to this lineup. Who would I get rid of for Dark Spirit? Probably... Would God of Thunder be worth getting rid of for Dark Spirit here? Am I struggling versus... I don't think I'm struggling versus the Knight player enough that Dark Spirit, I have to like consider Dark Spirit, right? Okay, that's a nice silence. I'm going to get a good... Oh, see, this is the problem. It's this thing here. This unit right here is the problem. However, we got a Magic Crystal now. Oh my god, we got loads of stuff. Okay, so he's just going to get all the health. Oh my god, look at him go! Do you know what? Let's get a Dark Spirit in here. Because now we've got the Spirit bonus as well. Okay. Dark Spirit. So we got rid of the God of War because I think that it was the correct decision. Because Dark Spirit I think is better in general than God of Thunder versus Knights. He beat me though, but I beat him. Okay. I'm gonna wait until after this round. Again, trying to manipulate the Storm Shaman to hit these things here, this thing. Okay, so we should be good. Nether Essence, combinable to make... Wow, okay, yeah, we definitely want to make that. That's for certain. And I think I'm just going to take this and give it to my Dark Spirit. We're just looking for 2-star Dark Spirit and 2-star... Is he trying to manipulate? What's he trying to manipulate? I don't really know. So we got his Lightblade Knight and turned it into a frog. Oh wait, how am I losing this so badly? Wait, has he got a marine bonus on? I've lost this really badly. Oof, I took an absolute beating there. Okay, I somehow need to keep this guy a bit safer. I need a 2-star one version of it, I think. I don't think there's an easy way to make this happen. No. Oh, that's a bit better, maybe. Maybe a bit better. It's about the Hell Knight, though. The Hell Knight's just crushing me. Oh, I couldn't beat Knights. They're just too strong. If I got a 2-star Dark Spirit, it might have been the case. But he just hit too many 3-stars, and I just wasn't able to burst through the Knight shields enough. However, that comp seems fun. I don't know how powerful Scryer is. I get the impression that Scryer isn't super impactful. I think it's a cool unit, but I don't think it's like a game changer. I don't think any of the abilities are like insane. Plus the fact that the abilities change depending on who you're facing versus, and it doesn't really feel like the abilities are tailored to deal with that specific composition. That's what's just making me think that maybe it's not the best unit in the world. However, I do like the fact that I can now add a shaman bonus that is beneficial for mages, because reducing or killing one of you're taking one of the guys immediately into a penguin at the start of the round is always a good shout, because you know, you reduce the number of threats that you have to deal with. So I think it's cool. I really love the idea of the Scryer. I wanted to include it in this composition to see how it went. Don't think it's a game changer. I think it's a pretty solid unit. I don't think it's going to be like a unit that defines too many compositions, but it's a good utility unit. You know, adding the shaman bonus is always pretty solid. So you can add it to mages, you can add it to Glacier Knights if you want, and also you don't need to add any magic crystals to it because it kind of has a self-generating mana. And the thing is, like, it's, you know, it silences a unit for 3 seconds once it reaches 100 mana. Wasn't particularly useful versus Glacier Knights because they don't really have any units that are like super impactful when they reach 100 mana. But obviously versus other compositions it may be better. That's my thoughts on the Scryer. I think it's a pretty solid unit, but it's not the most ridiculous unit in the world. Maybe keeping God of Thunder would have been the better choice there. I just felt Dark Spirit was obviously good versus Knights. But God of Thunder, obviously, if he gets lucky, can kind of one-shot people. So maybe God of Thunder was the better choice. But you live and you learn. I think either way, I would have struggled versus that Knight composition at the end. But we did our best.